Welcome everybody, Butte, Montana, day number 2 of the Butte Bull Bash. I'm Vance Ruff along with Jeff Martin. Jeff, yesterday we saw some great young talent, some college students showing up on the scene. Wiley Hurst, Keenan Kwame. Tell me about what you think of their matchups.
You know, I love it. Those guys that you talk about, not only do we have great bull riders, but the young bulls that they brought here today, so it's kind of fun to be able to see what the upcoming talent is in our bovine athletes.
Absolutely. Stick around with us. Day number 2. The action's heating up inside. Even though a little cold outside, you don't want to miss any of it.
Let me tell you about America. Down roads you don't ever see. Verses on billboards, cash crops and a coffee. Gripping Hardee's in the parking lot, popping biscuits in the back seat. Losing lighters in my friend's couch, with the game on the TV. Going hard at the Hardee's, real hard with my Hardee's. Beat car, all stars, going down like the sun. Thick burger clutching with my bros out back, hanging for no good reason. Drive through, same through, sweet thickness in my eyes. Walk in the backyard, shakes held high, that's America past them fries.
Truck manufacturers these days are producing some pretty powerful trucks. That's why we designed the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. It's built with stronger advanced compounds that hold up to tougher conditions. The Defender LTX MS has outstanding all-season traction and excellent fuel efficiency backed by our 70,000-mile warranty. So whether it's a working truck or you're hauling your snowmobile or boat, you'll get the most out of every mile. Turn to the experts to find the right Michelin tire for whatever you drive.
Whalen Tire. We know tires.
Welcome everybody, day number 2. I'm Vance Ruff along with Jeff Martin, the Butte Bull Bash. Danger Dave getting the crowd warmed up, ready to go. Our bullfighters, again today, J.D. Ham and Cale Berg, they're getting set.
Yeah, we got some great officials. Ryan Parsons, former bull rider. Doug Clark for the Ramsey, Montana man. It is going to be good.
I like it. The face paint is fresh. The bulls are loaded, and we're ready to go. Long round, and then we're going to bring back 10 for the short round. The action is always great when it comes to Butte. What a great turnout in a crowd. It's electric here today.
Yeah, the Butte Civic Center, the atmosphere, there's not a bad seat in the house. So if you ever have the opportunity, make sure you come bless this beautiful community with your presence here. And I tell you what an outstanding bull ride we're about to get set into. As we saw in night number 1, great bulls, great cowboys. We're going to get it kicked off here right away to get it kicked off right with some outstanding bull riding.
Well, Peyton Fitzpatrick, Polson, Montana. You see him right there. Nutcracker is what he's drawn on day number 2. Fitzpatrick, boys, we need to get him fired up and get him on this leaderboard right away.
So a rematch here, that's kind of what I'd like to say, and I know he loved the matchup underneath him. He rode this bull one other time, was 86 points on him, so this is one that'll totally redeem yourself here on if you get good long round pick. Be in the mid-80s on him. Little confidence booster, get into that short round. As you touched on earlier, the top 10 of the best are going to be matched up with these great bull riders here tonight. So here we are.
Nods his head, boy, looking a little bit better on a Saturday. Got a spot. Stay put. 8 seconds, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, Nutcracker not having his normal out that he normally has. Usually goes right into a tight spin there. But, you know, the great thing is we got one twisted. The first one out here tonight, 76.5.
Whalen Tire replay bringing it to you. As you said, yeah, it is just a little bit different look from Nutcracker.
He just couldn't quite find his spot there, and that bull's always had a little hook to him, and he just he didn't like where he was sat here tonight. But I tell you what, good little effort from Mr. Fitzpatrick to get us kicked off on our final night in the Butte Civic Center as Danger Dave will hop to the music.
76.5. Again, we talked about may not be that high of a score, but it gives him an opportunity to get back into that short round. As we go to Jonathan Kirkland, Kalispell, Montana, Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice, little red and white painted bull that's been around the bull riding world here for a bit. Jonathan, he's got some confidence. He rode 2 bulls in our last episode, so I'm looking forward to see what this kid can do. And all I'm telling you is that he might not get the highest marked ride again, but this kid is starting to get confident in what he's doing in bull riding. Although terrible get off and escape here tonight, I love the effort.
I think he was celebrating prior to getting his hand away from that bull rope. You touched on it yesterday. Really jumped over that hurdle. You know, cresting the heel with getting that first ride, then came out in the short round, started it off, got some money going, some mojo, and he's hanging tough right there where normally he might have let go and hit the ground. And what did he do? Got himself more opportunities. You just couldn't get away from him right there, could he?
And that bull did not have a great day either. But, you know, the good thing is he saw that bull coming and whammy, right on the out gate. We got one twisted, though. We're looking for more.
Well, 68 points, that'll get him another opportunity, maybe to ride another one. Bringing top 10 back. We've started it off 2 in a row. I see a streak going as we go to Waylon Ledoux, the youngster from Browning, Montana, and a bull they call Fireball.
An outstanding track athlete back in the day there in Browning. Waylon, good bull rider here. He's one of the ones that we spoke on earlier. He's been invited back to the finals here. He's making a name for himself, so he needs to keep his chin down a little bit on this bull because this bull has some really big moves coming right out of that gate. And around the corner we go. Not going to work for the young Browning man.
3.17 seconds and a no score for Waylon Ledoux.
Watching this bull right here, you know, this young bull right here, he's going to be a good one. I tell you what, he's just waiting to feel the weight on which way Waylon's going. And I tell you what, that's what he did. He was going to go the other way. Decided this is what I need to do here tonight. Danger Dave's going to throw out the long hair, don't care look on a Saturday night. It's going to get good.
Wellington, Utah, the home of Dalton Rudman, and a bull they call DC. We saw this bull as a reride in yesterday's bull riding. Set Connor Murnion down pretty darn quick. I'm looking for a little bit better matchup with our Utah Cowboy. Jeff Martin, what do you think?
You know, I think that these guys are starting to get in. This bull is starting to get in these guys' head. They've seen so many guys fall off this bull. I would love to see Dalton put a good effort on and get him twisted here tonight. We'll see what it has to do. This bull is not fun from the talk of these guys. He just got something to him. They say he's like pulling your hand into a ton of bricks, but, you know, right there, Dalton is making the effort there, got over in front of him real good, sat up there, reaching to the front, and right there you can see that just kind of a double bounce on the front end of that bull with that one leg up in the air and one's down in there. It really makes it hard to get in timing with him, so no score.
Well, we hope he's all right. We see him limping away there as we get another bull rider set to go in shoot number 2. This is James Allen, the Kalispell Cowboy, and Lightning Jr.
Lightning Jr., one of the bulls that we talked about, if he doesn't see the bullfighters out there first and he can actually keep his mind, this bull's really hot, meaning a little bit of an attitude in there, but really just take the fight out of this bull and have a little bit more buck to him. That'd be great, and he's looking a little better here tonight, but this bull really likes the bullfighters and chasing everybody in the arena here today.
Whalen Tire replay coming up for James Allen. Jeff Marn?
Yeah, like we talked about, I love to see that bull right there doing what he's doing right there. You saw him, he was more concentrated on really bucking rather than just fighting right out of the gate, and that's good to see. James Allen, on the other hand, has had a rough weekend in Butte, Montana, so best of luck to him in the future. We'll see him coming back, but no score here tonight.
Well, you see the leaderboard so far. Peyton Fitzpatrick, 76.5. Don't go anywhere. More big bull riding action coming up at you. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Vance Ruff along with Jeff Marn. Continuing on day number 2, the long round. And then we're going to bring the top 10 back into the short round. Jeff, right now, 76.5 leading the way. A couple of good bull rides in that first section before the break. You haven't missed a single bull rider. And the excitement and electricity here in the Butte Civic Center. Gerald Esch getting set to go. Trega Montana, Red Eye to be airborne.
You know, we love this bull. We saw him, a young bull that's going to be an awful big bull, to be honest with you. You know, this is a young 3 to 4 year old bull that looks like he's going to grow into something special here. They sit in the mid 80s on him the first time we saw him. And with Gerald Esch and the talent that he is, matched up with this little bull, look for good things to happen when the gate comes open here tonight.
Gerald nodding the helmet. Boy, he's got a seat, Jeff.
Yes, and just like this is what you like to see, Gerald. Classic old moves there, not a lot of, throwing his arm back and just letting them bulls pack him around and making a really controlled bull ride. And that young bull, look for him to just keep progressing and getting better each and every time. So big time score coming in, Vance.
83.5 points they showed him. Now you're watching the Wayland Tire replay. There's more power to the skate. It's kind of actually deceiving to me, the size of that bull.
He rides him right, though. Look at him getting him over. He cracks at his hips right there and a little bend in the leg and taking that power away. But that is a great bull. That is one you want to see behind each and every time.
Boy, I like it. It takes him right to the top of the lead. Gerald Esch, you're always going to see him in the short round, along with this guy, Devin Mitchell, Shepherd, Montana. He's got a draw today. Bradford
the bull, Devin Mitchell, we saw him and he went back to his hometown and got a little rest, and he's looking at top-notch shape right now. Boy, what a good opportunity it is to hit the winter run when you're riding this good.
Well, and you come off of a win last night, riding 2, now it's 3, 80.5 points in this round. Devin Mitchell has really got some good confidence going.
Yeah, and this is the way he operates every time. You just don't see him get too worked up over something. He gets a little out of shape, he'll loosen up with his legs or shuffle his hips a little bit, sit up really good, and that's how you get paid in bull riding. Consistency.
Boy, and the consistency's paying off. We're going to see him back into the short round again, day number 2.
Yeah, his buddy's back there. As the music's playing loud back there with Cassidy Martin on the music. It is good little night for a party in Butte Civic Center here on Saturday Night Live.
Hayden Eaton getting set to go. Cash and Go, the bull they've drawn for him.
Hayden Eaton was thrown to the ground a couple times, and we saw there earlier, but here's another Flathead Valley cowboy that would really enjoy an 8-second qualified ride here tonight, as he's got a nice little young bull. Not going to work for him, so a no score for Hayden. We're going to watch the replay as Wayland Tire brings us another great glimpse of that replay. Right there, really good. Reaches back to the front, but you saw those feet come up in the front of him. I think it'd be good to him to talk to somebody like a Matt Triplett over in his ward. He needs help distributing that weight around there, and he'll be back.
Well, we're kicking some dirt around, getting set to go. Connor Murnion, the youngster from Jordan, Montana, the college cowboy, University of Montana Western. The Ripster is his draw, and I look to see some changes for Connor Murnion. We saw great attempts yesterday. It's a whole new day, Jeff Martin.
It is. We talked about his dad, his family background in the rodeo. His mom's a great barrel racer. His dad's been to National Finals rodeo. So he's used to this. This is what he's always done and always been raised around. So you can watch this guy get on a heater. That's how you get paid here tonight. Connor's effort is always there. Nice little bull, though. An outing here as our judges Doug Clark and Ryan Parsons go to work here. That, they're going to be marking these bulls whether they ride them or not. And then what a nice little out there, and a young bull that has a lot of talent.
Unfortunately, a no score for Connor Murnion. He's been to a circuit finals now. He's gaining some momentum. He's a multi-talented cowboy. I think we're going to see a lot more of him in the future. And he's not afraid of the timed event end either. Shoe number 3 is Bowen Alleman, St. Cooley, Montana, and Man Overboard.
Yeah, newly transplanted into the Big Sky country. We've seen Bowen in a lot of bull ridings we told you about there. Some CBRs, some touring pro divisions. So good to see him here in in Butte, Montana here tonight, and he did, that bull did not help him out, but Bowen just kind of got caught looking at that top of that chute right there, but he's looking at the judges back then. I don't know if he thought he was fouled, but right here you saw that bull just leave him empty-handed, and right here, rather than just to go over the front end, he said, I'm going to grab this top of this deal and hold on and go to the next bull riding unscathed.
Well, great look at the crowd, a great look at the leaderboard. The veteran Gerald Ash, 83.5 points. He's going to lead us into this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Bareback riding takes a special kind of person. It takes somebody that's willing to deal with all odds against them. Kind of like a David and Goliath type thing. You got to overcome the giant, and it's the most physically demanding event in rodeo, and man, there's nothing like it. I've tried them all, and it's the best. There are a lot of guys that chew tobacco, and I've seen my friends have the start of cancer in their lip and they change it from top to bottom rather than quitting, and I've run across guys who have to push a button to speak to me because they've gotten throat cancer and can no longer speak on their own. It takes a special person to ride a bucking horse and go against something that much bigger than you and conquer it. If you can do that, then you can kick the habit of chewing. It's the same thing. Put your mind to it and you can get it done. In rodeo, you never back down from a challenge. So I challenge you, quit chewing today.
When traveling to Billings, come visit us at the Vegas Hotel. We're located off exit 450, close into downtown Billings with an easy shuttle to the airport. We've recently renovated and updated our facility. Our large rooms are outfitted with comfortable pillow-top beds, high-speed Wi-Fi, HBO, and continental breakfast. Also in-house is American Classic Pizzeria and the Ace High Casino and Lounge. Call us at 406-248-7761 or visit us at thevegasmotels.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Ruff alongside the veteran bull rider and the champion Jeff Marn. Continuing on, day number 2, the Butte Bull Bash. The 2018 season underway. We've seen some good bull rides so far. I predict we're going to see a few more as we go to Peyton Nelson, Smithfield, Utah, in Slinging Guns.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. We've seen some great bull rides so far. Gerald Dash, never disappointing the crowd there or his family. What a great guy for the sport of bull riding. As we're going to go to Peyton Nelson, past high school champ that's coming in, made some noise in elite professional bull riding, and I think, like he was talking earlier, what he needs to do is step up his game and aim for that championship buckle that's up for grabs at the year-end deal. So Peyton's another one of these guys, really good riding for him. We'll see how it plays out here tonight.
Out of the helmet, outside, looks like he's got a seat right now. Jeff, just a little out of shape. 5.93.
Yeah, young bull right there, not the biggest either, but Peyton sitting up there really good there for the half the ride, 5 seconds or so, but, kind of a slab-sided bull, hard to get a hold of, but he kept shuffling in there, and at the end of it, that bull just kind of quit kicking a little bit, and that's what looked to me like he got in trouble right here. And
maybe, as you'd say, just needed just a little more help from that bull right there to kind of pick him back up. Instead, it's going to be a no score for Peyton. Austin McFadden, Weiser, Idaho. And here comes the Honey Badger.
Oh, the Honey Badger. Tell you what, here's another good draw that's coming up for the good talent right here. We've seen this bull be in the low to mid-80s and, when they get him rode. But this is another one, 83.5. I do believe it's leading the way right now. This is one that you can get right up there on. Cale Berger, bullfighter, them guys doing a fine job here tonight.
Well, and you hit it on the head. We often get to see a lot of those bull stats and the scores from previous events in 21, 22 type points for this bull. Guys like to see him next to their name. The younger generation needs to want to get on bulls like this to really elevate their game.
And that's what it takes. One bull ride was, a good bull that can get you up there, that just know the next time they'll have the confidence to get the job done. And sometimes they run into that area where it's a little too easy to let go here tonight, but watch for a good matchup here today.
Holy cow.
I do like that bull. As we talked about, the good ones, they step up their game. They know when it's game time, just like any any day a football player. Today's game day for these bulls as well. They love the atmosphere. They love the loud music. They love the crowd. And that, not to take away from the bull rider right there, but what a great outing by the bull.
Well, you and I get an opportunity to see these good bulls and see them change from one year to another and from the youngsters on up, and that was awesome. Honey Badger, we cheer for the bovine athletes as well.
You bet. It takes a lot of work that these stock contractors are putting in. There's a lot of, they've been raised with these bulls right up into the very first time they open their eyes, so that's pretty neat. There's a story behind each and every one of these. They go to bloodlines, they go back to great champions, and that's how legends are made. And Danger Dave getting into the picture, showing us how well his makeup's put on here tonight, as we got a champion from Deer Lodge right down the road.
Clay Applegate getting set to go. Montana Livestock, Pretty Boys, what he's got in the long round today.
Clay Applegate should be awful happy with the draw here tonight. We saw him last in the episode before make the 8-second whistle, and this is one that I think you should get along with pretty good.
Well, it was getting exciting. 6.57. We'll match it up with the judges' clocks. It is official, and it's going to be a no score again today for the past champion, Clay Applegate.
That's good to see. See how he's making just a nice move, sitting there and square and just pitching over the shoulder, letting him pack him around. And I don't know what went wrong, but right here he just kind of got tilted out there. That inside leg kind of lost to Holt, and boy, he got strung out. But he looks good there for about 6 seconds, so look for Clay to kind of pick up his act and keep it rolling with a good new year.
Tanner Terrio, Townsend, Montana. Rafiki.
We're both high on this kid. I think he just, in my opinion, needs to get on more bulls and more rodeos. He'd go to the bank a lot more often, because he rides a lot of bulls that these other guys don't get along with. So that's just from lack of, granted, it is January and we are, in Butte, Montana, and it's cold, but, these guys have other careers as well, bull riding to cattle ranchers to working every day of the week, and then they don't have an opportunity to get on these bulls each and every day. So he'll pick that back up. He's a great bull rider.
Well, another great shot from the Whalen Tire replays. We go to Riley Freeman, Weiser, Idaho, and a bull they call Predator Quest.
Riley, and these group from Idaho, I'm always excited when you look down the lineup and you see the Utah matchups, you see the Idaho Cowboys, Washington, around that area. It helps, everybody rides a little better. So you see some of our production in the back there. Great Marty Lyons shot there, as we're going to go showing you the Whalen Tire replay following this ride. But it has been a good night for bull riding. This matchup right here could be right to the top just as quick as anything.
Boy, I'm with you, and we're cheering for him. The good black bull looking out to shoot, getting ready to go. He nods his helmet. Come on, let's go 8 seconds.
That bull, you didn't know whether he was going to keep running, and he found his spot, and around the corner lickety-split.
Wow.
Threw him out of there like a penny piece of bubble gum, Vance.
A little love tap to Cale Berg, one of our bullfighters, right at the end as well.
You got to keep him. Rubbin's racing. It's good. Watch this. That bull just got really low there, and you knew he wanted to find that spot, and he finally did it, but he was strung out when he did come around, and that makes it awful tough to gather your thing up. Watch this right here. Cale took a little shot. Wow. Oh. Yeah, Double H hat company hat goes right off the top of the head, but nice little job there by our bullfighters, keeping them guys.
Let's go now to Colby Minert from Twin Bridges, Montana. Saw this bull yesterday as well, Speedy.
Speedy bull, he's been around a long time. We've watched a lot of these episodes, and you better be there in the right position. He has a little tendency to go out there a couple, but when he comes around, you need to be there. And he got a bull ride started right here, and then takes a little shot, and that helmet really saving him right there. We're going to watch this. A nice little effort as you look at this bull, though, upright in his grill, Vance.
Boy, what a great shot. It's a picturesque bull. When you think of bucking bulls, it looks just like that. But yeah,
right
how about the protective gear coming into play?
It looked like it, and maybe it just was awful close, but I thought he went and whacked him right in the, and he did. He took a shot right there. You saw toward the end of that. And if that doesn't take your concentration off, your game plan there, nothing will. I've had the chance to, be on the back of him. When one of them clobbers you at the back of the head, it'll clear you up in a quick hurry.
Let's go now to Marty Custer from Riverton, Wyoming. Our Bell, the bull he has drawn. This bull got a cowboy down yesterday as well.
He did really strong coming out of there, but really nice draw. So if you can get things worked out, he's out of a different delivery this day, which I notice is a little odd there. That you saw him have a good out the other night. He was in that other delivery. So just like anything, they want to try a little something different to see if the animals will do something different. Delivering meaning which way they're coming out, left or right, as far as the shoots go. So something to keep in mind, and no score there though.
Cody Tiggs, Great Falls, Montana. Montana Livestock, Penback.
Love this bull. Cody Tiggs has got his hands full. I'm not going to lie to you here tonight. This kid spends a lot of time on the road, truck driver, good hard-working cowboy. Really like his efforts, but he might be a little bit overmatched here today. But
wow, that was a big first jump right out of the chute.
He's fighting some injury as well, but this bull right here, he's no slouch. He's one that we've seen Parker Bredding be in the high 80s, on that one. So Cody will be back, but what an outstanding animal athlete we saw. Quinn Greeno's coming up, one of my favorites, Vance.
Yeah, Quinn, we've seen that confidence really starting to kick in towards the end of last season. Now we're into the 2018 year. Bozeman, Montana Cowboys got Montana Livestock Tombstone.
And we talked about Ted O. Look at the head, and it's hard to say that you sometimes can be a little too aggressive, but I want you to watch this replay here coming up for Quinn. And I don't know if he went down and slapped that bull like I thought he might have. We're going to watch that replay, what I was getting to on our opening right here. See, watch his free. He was worried about spurring him, but right here, instead of just maybe getting that bull rode, he had fur flying and spurs jingling in the back of his mind there. He wanted to get to that 8-second whistle and wanted to make it some flash doing it. When he loosened up there, that bull jumped ahead, slapped that bull, so no score. Tough luck for that Bozeman, Montana Cowboy.
Well, and again, we'll see more of Quinn Greeno for sure as we go to Clayton Algren, Roundup, Montana. Good bull called Magpie.
Got a little black and white speckled bull from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Clayton we touched on earlier, coming back off some injuries. This kid was riding in some touring pro rodeos and really making a name, a Northern Rodeo Association champion bull rider, but a no score here tonight. So good to see him back and not limping off or drug off like we had seen him in the past. So, this helps. Whether it may not got to that 8-second whistle, but it'll help in the back of the mind just knowing, it's 90%, in the back of your mind to get these bulls rode. So we'll see him back.
Well, thanks again to Wayland Tire bringing us the great replay shot. Danger Dave rolling the barrel up. You're going to see the leaderboard as we are continuing on in this long round. Gerald Ash still 83.5 points leading the way. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Vance Ruff alongside Jeff Marn. We're nearing the end of the long round, bringing 10 back for the short round. Great bull riding so far, 83.5 points. Gerald Esch leading the way. As we go to Sean Best II from Omak, Washington. And once again, here it is, the Hillbilly Jedi.
Well, the force may be with young Sean Best II here tonight, because we saw this bull, and what an opportunity. Great little bull, rider-friendly, and I love it. Vance, as we're going to see this one coming up a little bit, like we talked on. Saw him just get a guy to the pay window there the other night, and Sean Best was drooling when he saw his matchup. Hillbilly Jedi, yes, that is the nice effort we saw there by a veteran cowboy, Sean Best.
Judges approved as well, 80.5 points on the ride. As just take you to the replay.
Yes, look at this right here. He said, you know what? I'm going to reach out, loosen up, a little bit off my rope. No panic in him at all. Just let it take and reached out. I like that bull ride a lot.
Well, it really shows up, too. You know, bull really was a little undecided and kept changing directions. And if you get too far ahead of yourself, I mean, just that quick, and you could be set down on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. Good to see him with that effort right there and veteran moves. And we saw this kid who's making a name for himself, Jake Davis, McCleary, Washington.
Yeah, Jake, yesterday, in day number 1 here at the Butte Bull Bash.
Yeah,
really lit things
shined.
up.
Yeah, 87.5 on that bull ride we saw here tonight. A little different story, though, for Jake. We saw the Columbia River Circuit man here, Washington talent. Look at that bull. Kind of cow kicking, not helping him out a lot. And I don't, sometimes they're just days that, the bulls get the best of you, and then you don't get to ride them all here. And I like that kid, though. He's going to be back. A lot of money to be won yet.
Dr. Walters Irwin's toothache set him down too soon. No score. Moving to chute number 4 now. Again, just been electric here inside the Butte Civic Centers. We go to Grady Jasperson from Star Valley, Wyoming, in Speckled Ivory.
Yeah, now this matchup is one on paper that should work. We've seen Grady, and I know how mad he was over last night. He said, I didn't come here all the way to Butte, Montana to get thrown in the arena and embarrass myself. I'm going to look for some vengeance here tonight, and this should work for him. Yeah,
it looks a lot better.
Yes, sitting up square, not making overly huge moves, just did what he needed to do to get to the pay window, and that's what it was, Vance.
Well, just like that, by a half of a point, Grady Jasperson going to the lead. The Wayland Tire replay will show it to you. 84 points on this ride.
Yeah, nice control bull ride, like we said. Just sitting there, sitting square, reaching to the front every time. And just like any bull riding instructor around the country, some of the greats, you can go to a lot of great schools, and that's what I recommend. These guys have been going, hit the Gary LaFews, and Scott Breddings puts a good school on, and even my buddy Bo Hill and around that country. Talk to some of them. They'll set you up and doing it the right way, and that's what we can always recommend going into bull riding.
Well, getting a bull rope pulled tight. We've seen a leaderboard change, 84 now, 83.5. Again, bringing 10 back to the short round. Day number 2, the Butte Bull Bash underway. Wyatt Wilkes getting set. Cowboy from Hayden, Idaho's got Wonder Boy.
Yes, Wonder Boy Wyatt Wilkes. The Columbia River Circuit Finals coming in here one more time. Night number 2. I like this guy's effort too, but he just has not had very much luck in this arena. And this bull, as we spoke on, and another one of the veterans, we've seen that bull anywhere from the Calgary Stampede to some of the top-notch bull ridings around here. Just doesn't seem to be slowing up anytime soon.
No, and it really seemed like a matchup that should have worked and just got behind from the beginning. And boy, bulls of that caliber get the sense that they've got you bucked off. They just turned it up a notch, and away we go.
Well, one of your favorite bull riders coming up here, Montana State University Bobcat. Talk about him.
Keenan Kwame from North Dakota. Keenan has got a great attitude. This is a good student, just an all-around good young man. He comes from good bull riding bloodlines. This is Buffalo, and I really look for good big things from this young man here.
There we go around the corner, and look at this. Now that is how you just stay square and doing it right.
Oh, my goodness.
Are they going to give it to him? I don't know.
Oh, my goodness, 7.47. I mean, you've talked about it in previous bull rides, previous events. where it almost seems like the 8-second clock went off in his head,
Yeah.
maybe a little too
Because
early.
he is doing everything right here. Short, choppy moves. I always reference the old, not quite, but, similar to the little Wasey Cathy moves. He'd always seem like he doesn't move, but a no score, but good effort.
Here comes Trey Stidham, the Grey Gopher.
Yeah, Trey Stidham, a young cowboy, just kind of getting his start in bull riding, and I tell you what a good opportunity for him to get out, maybe shake off some rust here. He took a hard fall there. That Grey Gopher's been around a little bit. Another one of these good bulls from Red Eye Rodeo Company, but like you said earlier, you got to stay optimistic here and know that you got that one out of the way. It's the beginning of the 2018 season, so good things and best of luck to him.
Well, and we see it a lot in Montana. We see it a lot in the Northwest. As we go to Judd Applegate from Deer Lodge, and Bloody Nose getting set to go. But Cowboys, knocking the rust off hits it exactly. They're working. And that opportunity to get inside, get on practice bulls, is not easy.
Yeah, and
it's not readily available.
I can't lie to you, though, either. Sometimes I question, why are we living in this cold country here? It has been a long winter so far. As we see the younger generation of the Applegate family, Judd comes in. His brother is a past champion, but there's another opportunity that I'd love to see. Judd coming in here, big, not too far from the hometown, a high school kid. A no score here tonight.
Whalen Tire Replay showing it to you once again. With a brother like that and his dad very active, getting those kids out and around, I'd look to see Judd many more times in the future. As we go to Dalton Howard, once again, Weezer, Idaho, and two-stroke Cold Smoke.
Weezer, Idaho. You talk about complaining, being around the Montana country. Idaho, that's no slouch either. It's winter there. But you know what? It's great atmosphere in the Civic Center here tonight. And we're going to see if we can't get that big score that we saw a little earlier. 83.5, I think, leading the way right now. So
84, 83.5.
yes.
Yeah, we were seeing them. And it's not going to work for our young man from Idaho now. 2.8 seconds, going to be a no score.
And just like we talked about the rust knocked off, you saw this bull out last night, and he no way, shape, or form had a trip like that. So that's good to see. Those bulls need a little bit of outs, and great opportunity for them to get out and shake a little bit, and to get to see what the upcoming Red Eye Rodeo Company is going to be looking like.
Well, from one Bobcat to another, Wiley Hurst, the young man from eastern central Montana, now going to school in Bozeman. Dr. Scott, it's a good draw for him.
Really good, and I think this should work out completely good, and he won't have to sit there at the tire shop as long if he can ride bulls like this and keep drawing as good as this, because this one should work. Really good bull to have if you're Wiley. He's a good college cowboy, as you pointed on. He should be right around there. One, he can challenge the leaderboard, as we did last night on this bull, but not quite having that as good as out as he did last night, but still a good confidence booster and a good bull ride. He's going to try to get off here. Not a recommended dismounting procedure here, but it worked.
But I do like to see, we've seen some of our bull riders, 82.5 points, you see the scores coming in for him, but some of our bull riders too, they get so excited when they hear that 8-second whistle that they just bail, and at least he's stuck with it, looking for a safe place.
It is, and there's a lot to be said about that. That it's not over till it's over, and when you're practicing at home, perfect practice makes perfect, and from start to finish, to reaching over the front, to making sure after that 8-second whistle, you check out, find that spot behind you, and practice getting off, just like you would practice riding. So that extends your bull riding career, and also saves on doctor bills.
Well, and a young man, his dad works over there with stock contractors in the East, and opportunities over there to get on bulls, to learn how to get off properly. I like it, 82.5 points. That'll get him an opportunity for a second bull. Sliding up on the rope. Bridger Fitzpatrick, Polson, Montana. Wiggly Worm. Oh, no.
Bridger's not had the weekend that he had the hopes of here tonight. He's fighting off some injuries, but I know, the good thing is he gets to be living around that Flathead Valley Company. So I know they have a big winter series. He plans on getting right back and totally redeeming himself.
Well, I like it. Grady Jasperson, 84 points to take over the lead, or actually win the long round. We're going to be back with short round action right after this.
Let me introduce you to the BF Goodrich All-Terrain TA KO2 tire. With technology designed to conquer the harshest terrain on Earth, the KO2 is BF Goodrich's toughest all-terrain tire ever. And now, that Baja-born toughness is ready for you. Whether you're at work or at play, take on your toughest road challenges with confidence. Turn to the experts at Whalen Tire to find the right BF Goodrich tire for whatever you drive.
Whalen Tire. We know tires.
Hey, what's up? Wait, you vape? You're usually such a control freak.
I'm addicted.
I used to smoke and vape, and the only thing in control was the nicotine. And you have asthma.
Yeah, but mine's just mild.
Doesn't matter, it can still trigger an attack.
I need to quit.
Quitting is the best way to keep your asthma under control. Help in the 406, my friend, it's good. It's getting better.
Best Western Plus Heritage Inn is more than just an inn, it's your everything. With Great Falls' best conference rooms and every amenity you could want. Why go anywhere else? Especially with the Max Sports Bar and Casino, who has your favorite games, drinks, food, and 16 flat-screen TV. The Best Western Plus Heritage Inn and Max Sports Bar and Casino.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Vance Ruff alongside the veteran Jeff Marn. Jeff, short go action time. Here come the top 10.
This is what we've been waiting for all night. The top 10 of the best bulls coming back against these great bull riders that you're going to see here tonight. So the energy picked up. You can see Danger Dave hopped up like he's on Mountain Dew, bouncing around. The kids are having fun in the Butte Civic Center. So look for a great bull riding in this short round.
You know, as much as we've seen Danger Dave, I'm pretty sure as we go to Sean Best, full metal again, the bull, he's drawn in the short round. But Danger Dave, I pretty much starts his day with cotton candy and Snickers bars, don't you think?
Sean comes in with an 80.5 at round number 1. Let's see if we can add to it here for the veteran. Yes, and not a very easy animal to track to get us started off here tonight. We touched on this earlier. We're going to watch that replay, but that is not the normal out. Usually that bull's just right around there, and I mean, lickety split, spinning a top, right, a hole in the ground, but he got a little stuck over in that corner, and I think that might have bothered him a little bit, and he's just trying to find his way out there. Then not an easy bull to track, so no score.
Well, Sean Best, it seems like he's really had to work on his draws today. To make that 8-second whistle, that was not an easy move right there. As we move on now. Looks like Devin Mitchell getting set to go. Nope, Keenan Kwame, Carrington, North Dakota, and Grew. This is another good short round bull, a good matchup.
One of my favorites because, just the size. There's old veterans that have been in this bull riding world. I think of this legends like Blueberry Wine, some small bulls with a lot of heart, and this is the same with this bull. Not very big, but I love the way he comes out and just gets it on. Really good bull. Just a great out. And I mean, and if you go to the judges, they're going to tell you the same thing, looking on how well the animal, bucks and how well the cowboy stays in control. That's how we score them here. But right here, great. Around the corner, a lot of kick, steps ahead, and just keeps trying. I love that bull. And no score here for one of our good cowboys, though.
With a lot of power right there at the end and just set him down with authority. And I like how you touched on it. 50 points for the rider, 50 points for the bull. Each judge, 25 points on each side. Highest mark cowboy wins. So we go to shoot number 3. Wiley Hurst back into the short round, the Brockway Cowboy. Another great matchup. He's 82.5 in the long round. Now he's got bucking nightmare.
This kid's in shape, too, and you can tell he's a collegiate athlete, but also works, to keep doing what he loves. We're going to watch to see if this will work. This bull is so good. This is the one you want. Look at that. And I don't know what happened at about 7 seconds, but I tell you what, there's a thing called counting your money before you're done with work, and that might have been what Wiley did.
Well, and watch this Whalen Tire replay. I mean, he just, like you said, picture perfect. He was riding a bull
Yeah,
right
there's-
until that
shoot,
cash
there was
register
nothing-
hit him in the head. I mean,
yes, that is exactly what. The dollar bill slapped him right across the face, and there he was, lost a hole, no score. But, good effort, on that. And we love to watch that. Great bulls, great effort. So, a young talent that, like you touched on, will be back, and we'll see him more.
well, in the repetitiveness, too. You've got to make those mistakes, maybe, if we call it a
You
mistake.
don't have to. I recommend not doing that, but we'll see it.
76.5 points in round number 1. Peyton Fitzpatrick's making it back. Peyton, this time, is matched up with Utter Lover.
Yes, the Utter Lover got him rocking and rolling here on a Saturday night. Nothing but the dirt for Mr. Fitzpatrick, a no score. This is what we talked about could happen in our short round. The caliber bulls they bring here, but look at that though, right there. Just a little bit of that jumping ahead kind of got him set off there. So hopefully he can figure his strengths back out and get back in the top of the bull riding world. I like that kid.
Well, a win in day number 1 at the Butte Bull Bash. We're in day number 2. Devin Mitchell is back. 80.5 points. He's basically 3 for 3 over the weekend. This one would make 4 for 4. The Shepherd Cowboy, we've talked a lot about the confidence that we're seeing. He's matched up with Montana Livestock.
This should work. And if you're a bet man and you're in Vegas, you'd probably put your money on this ride right here. But it's still bull riding, Vance. You got to do your job. And this guy is on fire. So let's see it.
Oh, Devin.
Whoa, Devin, get up and get out of there. Just like we were touching upon, that is not something that I would have bet would have happened, because that guy's just been on fire.
But that was a heck of a move right here. That bucking bull is no day off.
No, and he's shuffling his feet, getting back. But right there, you saw him. He sucked it back and came around that other end, and he was just a little loose, didn't have a hold, and it brought him down and knocked the tar out of him.
I'll tell you, the bulls are winning right now so far in our short round. Those are the scores as they came in. The leaderboard in the short round is wide open. We'll be back with more short round action right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Vance Ruff along with Jeff Marn. Continuing on in our short round of day number 2 of the Butte Bull Bash. Getting another Cowboy set to go. Right now, Jeff, the Bulls 5, Cowboys 0.
Until this guy, that's what I always say. Until you see an Esh hit the ground, then you might be in trouble. But this guy did the effort. He steps up to instances like this. I've seen him so many times where there'll be an opportunity, and in the back of his mind, it's just a way to hold on a little tighter and makes them baby needs new shoes moves.
Well, he sees the opportunity, and he's drawn Montana Livestock auction block, so look for a great matchup. 83.5 in round number 1. Oh, Gerald.
Yes, keep it rolling, buddy. This kid tries so hard. I love his effort. Look at that, though. A little trouble right there. And I mean to tell you, you want to see something knock you right out of your britches right there, that's a shot. Wow.
7.87 is what I'm seeing on the clock. He threw everything at him but the kitchen sink.
He might even threw the sink at him at the end, because this is what I'm talking about. You know, look at that move. He's trying so hard. He does not quit, ever. And right here, watch that. Got raised up. This is what I'm talking about, when he raised him up and then shoved him right back down. That's about 1,800 pounds on the back of that arm, throwing you right to the dirt. No score.
Officially a no score for Gerald. Leaderboard remains wide open. Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen a couple opportunities in the short round where you and I would have lost a lot of money if we were gambling.
It's getting tough, Vance. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Just a handful of bull riders left or an opportunity, but two, and we've seen that, you've been in that position, that's a lot of money starts adding up that doesn't get split up. That if you're that one guy like Riley Freeman from Weiser, Idaho, making a second bull ride, they might give it all to you.
Yeah, a big opportunity to make a lot of money. The Big Sky Blues, this bull's a young bull that was purchased, and you know there's some bloodlines that run deep in this bull, some great champion bulls that he's out of. His, this is fun to watch. The up and coming new blood in the bull riding. I love to see it. I love the livestock end on this deal. So this is fun to watch. Big Sky Blues, he had his opportunity. You know, the 10 best bulls is what you're saying, basically, when they come into the short round. So him to get an opportunity like this is just like that young man aboard him.
What a great camera shot right there, up close and personal, showing you what it's like for the bull riders. He's getting ready to go. Danger Dave hiding in his little clown barrel there in the back. I really can't tell if he's in it or behind it, but here we go.
Oh boy.
What a shot.
This bull is going to be something, I can tell you that. He did take a shot. He got him down in there, and I mean, when he knew that he was still there, he reached out and said, "Oh, no, you don't." Watch this.
Holy cow. Whalen Tire bringing it to you.
He just overrode him, it looked like to me. He made that move, and that bull did not. He said, "You beat me in there? I'll show you what you do."
Set him right out on his pockets. No score, and a leaderboard that's still wide open. And boy, now we're down to about 3 bull riders with an opportunity for a championship.
Yes, as we're getting down there, we've seen some great bull rides there from round number 1 and that previous episode that we showed you earlier. It's been good, and these bulls are coming to fire here tonight. Wyoming it is.
84 points in round 1. Grady Jasperson, Star Valley, Wyoming. Montana Livestock Clown Eater. I like the name.
Yes, we've been 88 on this points. We saw Devin Mitchell. This bull, you know, one you want to have, but they say he's a lot more powerful than he looks on the TV. So we'll see what went wrong for him right here. But this bull, a little deceiving from a lot of these bull riders, they tell me.
You know, a similar move that he made in the short round before in day number 1, and like you said, Devin Mitchell covered him, 88 points. They'll reward you. Well, Jeff Marn.
Yeah, Jonathan Kirkland has some decisions to be made. One is he can sit there and let everything go, or he can make a name for himself here tonight.
The Kalispell Cowboy, he's drawn the bull they want, Redbird.
PBR World Finals former bull, and no, we are going to get blanked here tonight. But you know what? That kid's rode 3 bulls this weekend. I'm really happy for his continued success there. So no score, but Vance, what a great bull riding.
It was, and we were really pulling for this young man. You know, we talked about him all weekend long, and doggone it, I thought that'd be another good confidence matchup for him. The veteran bucking bull Redbird, but boy, not going to work. So we're down to the last man.
Yes.
The last man with an opportunity. All we are asking for here, Jeff, is 8 seconds.
It's just 8. That's all I'm saying, Vance. Just 8.
We might have to get you out there. I know.
That is not going to happen. But I'm telling you what, this bull would make you realize why a lot of guys have retired. What you want to say, the clown stabbers, the horns on this one. One's a baseball bat. The other one is about I don't know.
One's going to get you going up. One's getting you going down.
He scares me just to look at him from here.
Colby Meinert. This is Badger Milk. That's the bull.
Yep.
And another one that I'll tell you what, he may be intimidating. And we've talked about that intimidation factor for some of these younger bull riders. But if you can cover this one, they're going to pay you handsomely.
They will, and we saw that earlier. They've been 92 on this bull here, and he's also been the high-marked ride in the PBR short round before. So an opportunity, but it's not going to work out here tonight. You know, tip of the hat to that bull as well. They don't like to get on that bull very often, but, you know, the young Hayden right there just getting a taste of one of the old superstars, and he tried him, and that's what, you know, it's salute to him as well.
Well, Kobe Meinert's going to take a no score, and then basically that's leaving us empty-handed in a short round. The Bulls won it. Maybe in a Calcutta, this would have been a great time to take all of the Bulls. But we'll be right back. More wrap-up action for you coming here from Butte Bull Bash Day number 2. Come right back with us.
Let me introduce you to the BF Goodrich All-Terrain TA KO2 tire. With technology designed to conquer the harshest terrain on Earth, the KO2 is BF Goodrich's toughest all-terrain tire ever. And now, that Baja-born toughness is ready for you. Whether you're at work or at play, take on your toughest road challenges with confidence. Turn to the experts at Whalen Tire to find the right BF Goodrich tire for whatever you drive.
Whalen Tire. We know tires.
Bareback riding takes a special kind of person. It takes somebody that's willing to deal with all odds against them. Kind of like a David and Goliath type thing. You got to overcome the giant, and it's the most physically demanding event in rodeo, and man, there's nothing like it. I've tried them all, and it's the best. There are a lot of guys that chew tobacco, and I've seen my friends have the start of cancer in their lip and they change it from top to bottom rather than quitting, and I've run across guys who have to push a button to speak to me because they've gotten throat cancer and can no longer speak on their own. It takes a special person to ride a bucking horse and go against something that much bigger than you and conquer it. You know, if you can do that, then you can kick the habit of chewing. It's the same thing. Put your mind to it and you can get it done. In rodeo, you never back down from a challenge. So I challenge you. Quit chewing today.
Welcome back, everybody. What an amazing short round. Day number 2 here at the Butte Bull Bash. Vance Ruff along with Jeff Martin. Jeff, the Bulls, they won it tonight.
Yeah, just like you said, whammy, man. A big home run for the Bulls tonight. Short round action. 0 for 10, but I'm telling you what, there's some good and upcoming talent in the bull riding. What's important to remember, it's a long year, and to get it started off right with some effort, some talent that we saw, but congratulations on a tough set of bulls there, Vance. Good things to look forward to.
I like it. I like everything about it. We appreciate you being here with us. Tune in next time. Keep a good eye on our schedule. For now, I'm Vance Ruff and Jeff Martin saying we'll see you again down the road.